is about sharing your passion and emotion and creating something to you that is impactful, says a story, or is beautiful. This is Cheryl Johnson, Art Lessons Now, and I'm getting ready to share with you some snippets from the creation of this painting. Jim Wildman and myself are building art lessons on artlessonsnow.com, and we encourage you to go out and see the lessons and the PDFs and ebooks that we have available for you. And in this brief scenario, we're going to show some of the pieces of the lessons from both my painting and Jim. Jim actually created two paintings, one called Attraction and the other Fascination. Great names, don't you think? The name of this painting is actually Allure in Blue. The first painting was called Allure. And the reason we created this painting is, now this is the exciting news, I sold the painting to a client in Italy. And before I boxed it up and packed it off and never had an opportunity to look at it close up, I wanted to create a complementary piece to it and share with you how we created the different elements. This painting is more about space, color, values, and using different methods for applying our paint. We've masked off areas. We've used a brush. We're using latex and acrylics and oil paints and also pastels and oil crayon. And we're about experimenting and creating and sharing those techniques with you so that you can paint along and create your own version. So please stay with us. I'm going to share just a few lessons and hope that you enjoy it. Here we go. And we hope that you paint along. That's the whole idea of this art series, is that you paint along. That you create a painting, not the same way this one is, not the same way, but inspired by it. So that you take the techniques and the experimentation that I'm going to be showing and try it yourself. And watch this trick. I'm going to photograph me, I'm going to photograph the surface, and I'm going to talk to you there, and I'm going to pay attention to Jim. This is called multitasking and attitude, a can-do attitude. I'm just going to hope for the best because you got to remember, we're not trying to copy this painting, although I'm doing very similar things to it. We are trying to get the feeling and just show you what I did and let you do something similar yourself. When you're doing this, you may put your strokes over here, or you may come off from the side, or you may use different colors. You got to remember to be creative. But if you find a style that works, and obviously this style worked. I had two people in the same week try to buy it and I sold it. So somebody must like this abstract energy, so that's good. Now, remember the old adage of you can't mix oils and acrylics together? Yes, you can. You got to remember the principle of fat over lean. Oil paint is fat, meaning it has linseed oil in it, which is fatty, and it will take longer to dry. If we put it down first on the canvas, it could take months, years for you to dry. So I'm actually going to put it on as the last thing. Now, why am I doing that? I'm doing that because I am doing similar to this painting, but I don't want it to be exactly like it. I'm not to copy it. I want some different energy. So if I look at my painting and see that green, the complement of green is red, and then I have yellow. Well, what is the complement of yellow? Get the color wheel out and we'll throw it up on the screen in a second. It's really important to think of contrasts. When you put two contrasting colors together, the red and the green, it really makes a striking difference. And notice how it gave it a really nice thicker texture. There are several mediums you can get out there that will give you a nice thick texture. So that's all I'm doing there. Yes, you can use cold wax with acrylics and oil pastels and soft pastels. You can use it with a lot of things, and that's a great idea, Jim. I want you guys out there in virtual land to send in questions and send in things that you want to learn. Because Jim and I, hey, I'm older, He's younger, more handsome, but we have years of experience between us. And we love painting. And we love a lot of different artists. I love Rothko and Jackson Pollock and John Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on. So if you see a painting you love and wish you knew how to paint it, give us a call, because this is about painting along. But we don't know what you want unless you send us a request. So make sure you go to our site, artlessonsnow.com, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button on the little teaser video, and send us emails and check out our website. I got free things out there, and Jim's creating some free things too, so make sure you do that. So I think it's looking great. I hope you do too. I sure have had fun creating. I've had fun experimenting, and I've had fun sharing the process with you. So please send us a note of things you'd like to paint. Let us know how we're doing, and take the time to subscribe and, thumbs up and all those things that I don't really understand, but I'm asking you to do it anyway. And take the time for yourself. Take the time to have pleasure and happiness and good food. Stay healthy. Get up and walk around the house, exercise, move. Fill your life with positive energy and positive people. Talk to those you love. And remember, this is Cheryl Johnson and Jim Wildman, who will be following up on his part, saying, please continue to pursue your passion and have more joy every day. In this demonstration, Jim will be teaching his method for two paintings, Fascination and Attraction.
I'm going to lay out my area with the triangle and then apply tape so I keep a straight line. I'm going to put a base coat of blue down, and then this is my primary color, this dark purple. So I'm applying it, scraping some of it, getting some variation in the painting, trying to get a shape that I kind of like to start with. I'm doing a good portion of the painting, about 25% of it in the dark blue. Trying to keep this yellow. Yes, as you can see, the yellow, it's a hard color. It bleeds through pretty easily, so I'm just going to take multiple coats to get this nice solid coat that I'm after. Mixing the yellow over on the right side here, it's kind of going green, which is what I wanted. Again, it's the complement color, so it'll help. I taped off and painted over the orange stripe below because I wasn't happy with it. After this dries, I'm going to come back in and do some touch-up. I'm next going to add a primary color in the upper area here, and I'll use the blue for this. I will kind of make a geometrical shape using my palette knife once more to create some straight edges. This is about 25% of my canvas. Pulling a little bit of that red, so again I have it in 3 areas of my painting. I like taking photos along the way so I can look at it in black and white to check my values. Stepping back, looking at the painting, deciding what I want to do next. I need just a little bit more, so I'm adding another little bit of focal point with a darker color, and I've got multiple colors on there so I can pull it and create some nice effects.
I hope you enjoyed that and you learned a few techniques that pique your interest. We encourage you to go to artlessonsnow.com and check out our various lessons. And this is a time when I encourage you to stay inside, self-isolate, take care of yourself and others, and paint. Paint along. Do something that is creative and something that you enjoy. This lesson is offered to you in a very nominal fee along with the other lessons, and we're giving you specials right now during this COVID time. We're coming into the summer months, and it's so exciting to be sharing our work and our methods with you. It is so exciting to sell a painting, and many of my students say, well, how do you know if a painting will sell? You know, you really don't. And that's what's so wonderful, because everyone has different tastes and different desires. Some people buy paintings for their interior design. Others will buy it just because they love the color yellow. Whatever reason, hey, I'm always thrilled when a painting sells. And I heard back from the client in Italy, and he loved it. and he immediately placed it in an area in his home, and he's going to be sending me some photographs of that later. So be sure to check for that on the website. This is called Allure in blue. The other two are called Allure and Fascination and Attraction. And Jim Wildman, of course, demonstrated his two paintings, which I found really exciting. So this is Cheryl Johnson and Jim Wildman. Please come and see us at artlessonsnow.com. And remember, we wish you more joy every day. Please go to our website, artlessonsnow.com, to see how you can purchase this lesson or others and download for your enjoyment and review.